I know something that will actually help you with probably a lot of the things that you want to achieve. But first, hi, my name is Sheila Noel, and thank you so much for this conversation. We're gonna do this quickly because this one thing that you need is something that you already know. Knowing. There you have it. Practice knowing and conviction in that knowing, because prior to you creating anything, you must know deep down that it will arrive to something. And sure, we have doubts, and that's where we need to practice. That's where you need to practice. It's a consistent, continuous thing to understand what you already know to be true, because you have so many things that you've known for all your life, and you're relearning the right way. You're relearning the right way, the way that you were supposed to prior to all of the events that you've adopted in your life. Just like you know the sky is blue, you should know that your desires, goals, achievements, they are actually already created. One thing of comfort, for me at least, that helps me in that knowing is having something that you believe in. And if you, whether you believe in God or the universe, and sometimes maybe because I grew up in a family where you believed in God, and there was my point of rebellion at first, at some point in my life, because I believed in something that I didn't even know, I didn't even understand. And now that I am understanding a little bit more, I enjoy this belief. I really am in awe at this belief. That's my experience, right? Whether you want to call it God, the universe, Allah, whatever, you know. So, get to know that the desire that has been placed in your head is already created. And the desire that has been placed in your head has been placed by the universe, by your higher self. And this is just a preview of what's to come. Now, the knowing will help ease the transition, because once you know, you start to relax a little bit. You remove the chasing of that thing, and you allow what you don't know yet to be true. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Haha. You allow the unfolding of magic, because you know what will arrive as the end goal, but you may not comprehend how it will happen. Because in my experience, I feel like the universe, God, it's the things that you ask, you will get them. But how you get them is sometimes very different than what you've asked. So many times I've asked certain things, and it arrives in forms that I didn't understand until later, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I did ask for that. Wow. You even forget that you asked for something. And yeah. But now I am learning how to consciously remember what I asked for, you know. And I think if you are on this journey with me, you may be in the same boat. But understand the knowing part. The knowing part is a practice. It's a daily practice. Once you get that, you're unstoppable. Because look at a lot of people that you admire. They knew before they became. They knew before they acted. You know? I am the greatest. I am the greatest. And that was in words before it was an action. It was a movement. It's so powerful, the way that you speak. Isn't it just wonderful when you look back and you have people that can give you this form of inspiration? I just get moved by these words. I am the greatest. Because oftentimes we do think little of ourselves, but you also must understand that when you think little of yourself, you are disrespecting the God within, because you are the vessel. You are the vessel in which this universe creates, you know, this thought, this magic, this desire that's been put in your head. It's chosen you amongst so many people. How lucky is that? And I think being in this awe, this magical feeling, this is what we need to stay in. Because doubt is real, but we have power over doubt. We just need to train ourselves to no longer allow doubt to shift our moods, to shift our emotions, and to shift our reactions. So you got this. Be in the knowing. Have conviction in what you desire. Have conviction in that thought that's been placed in your mind for a reason. All right, let's go and get some magic out of this. All right, you got this. And I will put a link in the description down below if you'd like to work with me, and or if you care to take a look at some of the products that I make. But until then, my friends, you got this. I already said that multiple times. You probably should take a shot every single time that I say it. But I'll see you soon. Ciao.